In a historic scene overflowing with anticipation and symbolism, former President Donald Trump stood before the Israeli Knesset in Jerusalem this past week. His appearance came amid a backdrop of a fragile ceasefire and the emotional return of hostages, a moment not just politically significant but deeply human. Trump declared this the beginning of a new Middle East. Today, we explore what he said, the historical context, and the potential ripple effects his address could have on this complex region. Just days before Trump's speech, a significant ceasefire, brokered by the United States, came into effect in Gaza, bringing temporary relief to a region plagued by conflict. This ceasefire also marked the end of a long-standing nightmare for many Israeli families, as the last of the hostages held captive were finally returned home. It was a moment of profound emotional release, bringing hope to a scarred nation still grappling with recent hostilities. Yet, this fragile agreement underscored an underlying tension, revealing deep-seated divisions and the arduous journey ahead toward lasting peace. Trump's arrival in Israel came shrouded in anticipation and keen scrutiny. His previous policies, such as moving the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem and recognizing Israeli sovereignty over crucial territories, had already cemented his reputation as a stalwart ally of Israel. As he entered the hallowed chambers of the Knesset, reactions ranged from enthusiastic applause to cautious appraisal. Rising to speak, Trump acknowledged the turbulent yet pivotal time in which his address was happening, and swiftly transitioned into articulating a broad vision for the future, rooted in his administration's successes and the Abraham Accords. At the core of Trump's address was a sweeping declaration, the dawn of a new Middle East. He interpreted the recent ceasefire and hostage releases not simply as resolutions to violence, but as a springboard for a transformative era. Trump urged Israel to use this opportunity to leverage past military successes into sustainable peace and regional prosperity. He espoused a future looking beyond recurring conflicts, emphasizing that military might must give way to diplomatic dialogue and economic innovation. He spoke passionately about the potential for collaboration, drawing inspiration from the Abraham Accords, which exemplified how nations could choose cooperation over confrontation and collectively strive for regional stability and growth. The address was briefly disrupted by two Knesset members who stood in protest, holding signs advocating for Palestinian recognition. Their demonstration, short yet significant, served as a visual critique of Trump's narrative of triumph. Their actions reminded all present of the enduring divisions and unresolved issues within Israeli politics. Trump, unfazed by this interruption, quickly transformed the moment of tension into a light-hearted observation about the swiftness of the security team. This nimble response allowed him to swiftly regain the momentum of his speech. But the protest echoed a sobering reality, that peace remains interwoven with ongoing political complexities. Diverging from his prepared remarks, Trump introduced unexpected elements into his speech, suggesting a pardon for Prime Minister Netanyahu, who was facing legal challenges. This impromptu suggestion sparked debate, seen by some as overstepping into Israel's domestic affairs, while others interpreted it as a gesture advocating for unity amidst turbulent times. Furthermore, Trump took a moment to express his appreciation for his daughter, Ivanka, highlighting her conversion to Judaism and heartfelt connection to Israel. This personal note did more than illuminate familial bonds. It underscored the deep, emotional ties that exist between Trump and Israel, enriching his diplomatic engagement with more than just political implications. Immediately after addressing the Knesset, Trump headed to Egypt, marking his involvement in a high-stakes summit with regional leaders. This strategic transition underscored his commitment to sustaining the momentum of the ceasefire and exploring future avenues for peace and prosperity. At this summit, discussions aimed at reinforcing the ceasefire, ensuring long-term regional security, and paving ways for economic cooperation. The atmosphere was one of cautious optimism, acknowledging that turning these aspirations into reality required consistent diplomatic efforts. This dynamic maneuver from speech to summit highlighted Trump's dedication not only to maintaining the current ceasefire, but also to building a sustainable peace framework. Hailed by many as a visionary call, Trump's speech nonetheless faced criticism for overlooking intricate issues like Palestinian statehood. Skeptics argued that his declaration of a new Middle East was premature and simplistic, while others found his intervention in Israeli politics regarding Netanyahu inappropriate. Despite these debates, his firm commitment to Israel and the broader region was undeniable. His approach emphasized the significant role of the United States in ensuring regional stability and reconciling diplomatic challenges. Moving forward, the challenge lies in translating words into action, transforming grand declarations into concrete steps forward, guided by cooperative leadership across all regional stakeholders. Trump's Knesset address undeniably marks a pivotal moment in Middle Eastern diplomacy. Whether this new era becomes reality or remains an aspiration depends on sustained engagement and addressing entrenched issues. As regional leaders navigate this complex landscape, the world remains watchful. Although the prospect for peace shines brightly, the realities of the journey ahead are fraught with challenges. Nevertheless, the hope for enduring peace continues to inspire those committed to reshaping a historically troubled region. What are your thoughts on Trump's address and its implications for the Middle East? We welcome your insights and discussion in the comments below. If you valued this analysis, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more comprehensive coverage of global issues. Join us again as we delve deeper into international events, fostering informed perspectives. Thank you for watching, and let us continue these critical conversations surrounding peace and diplomacy in this transformative era.